everyone, welcome to another video about gear settings for events like the Undead King, Abyss Monster and also the Fiend trial. My name is Hexis and today we will be looking at the artifacts for archer focused players. And these are quite easy to get, the ones that I would have in my array if I were an archer player. And even if you don't spend in the game, only thing that you need to do is be active and be smart about using your resources. Alright, so without further ado, let's get into that. I've already equipped the possible artifacts that you could be using. Okay, so the first one is the easiest one to get, which is Excalibur. You already get that right in the beginning of the game. So yeah, it's basically about the attack boost that it provides. And then when it comes to the third star, there is the army size limit. And then the 6th star, which takes a while since Excalibur is only available in a larger number, at least once a week during your monster swarm. And so it really depends on the drop rate when you do a Mystic Conjure. I would not recommend buying the fragments for Excalibur from the artifact shop unless it is super close to another star. So that's our first artifact. And then when we go into an easy gold artifact for archer players, which will be the Apollo's Bow, this one is also special because of the red artifact skill. If you unlock the brute force, it's also a super nice skill to have when you unlock the 3rd star. Here, for our case, like in Undead King or Abyss Monster or in the Fiend trial, the relevant star that starts becoming useful is the 2nd star, which increases archer attack by 7.5%, and then it keeps increasing the more stars you unlock. And then the 6th star, of course, the troops damage, which is 11%, is also really nice. It increases damage for all the troops that you're sending, and it is highly useful even if you're attacking castles or monsters or whatever. So the next one in the list is Durandal. Here also the 2nd star is the relevant one, or it starts becoming relevant from the 2nd star onwards for archer attack. And then if you have the artifact experience to spare, you can also go up to level 20, unlock the 3rd star. It gives a slight increase also in the archer attack when you unlock the 3rd star. And 5th star, of course, yes, attack boost 9.5% is nice. However, it takes a while, and you don't have the time or the artifact experience sometimes to develop all of this at once, especially if you are not spending in the game or if you're playing under a budget. And then coming to the blue artifact that is super nice for archer players, it's Tsukunu. It starts off with the base stat as archer attack, and you can go all the way from 1 to 4 stars pretty fast, pretty easily, especially for archer players. The blue fragments are not really needed anywhere else. Like this is the only one that's always useful. There is another one that we'll get into that is mainly useful for cavalry players, because here this artifact currently, Tsukunu, is good for both archer. I mean, this is actually better for infantry players, but it also works for cavalry players if you are struggling to get the artifact fragments for other artifacts that are better suited sometimes. So it's a nice substitute in many cases. And there it is, the 4th star is archer damage, so 8.5% increase in archer damage. It's also super useful in attacking castles. And when it comes to an odd artifact here, Lubu's Halberd, this one is more useful for cavalry players because except the 3rd star, everything is focused on cavalry. The 3rd star is what we are looking for here, is the archer attack 6.5%. And like I said, it's super easy artifact to get to level 20 and then a 3rd star, and it drops quite a lot. So yeah, I would recommend getting this for the event's sake at least, so that you have a separate artifact for events, and also it might become relevant for you if you decide to switch to playing cavalry. And then we come to the most powerful artifact in terms of attacking for archer players, is the Heavenly Spear. And if you look at it, this is just an insane artifact. Its red skill is awesome at 3rd star, and if you look at it, like, okay, the first stat damage increased against it is only against cavalry. However, the rest of the stars, like archer HP, the attack boost, archer attack, troops damage, archer damage, it's just completely focused on doing damage, and this is very nice to have if you can manage to work on it all the time and slowly develop the stars. I would highly recommend going for it, as this is useful in every case that you want to use. So yeah, go for it. Like, work on it on the side whenever you can get a fragment, get it. And yeah, that's what I would have done if I were an archer player. If you have any suggestions or questions, feel free to put those in the comments below, and see you in the next video.